What's going on, everybody? And we are back to another amazing episode of Real Talk Atlanta. We are your hosts, River the Realtor.
I'm Ashley LeRae.
Nika W.
And I'm Taisha Renee.
And today, well, before we jump into the topic, I always got to check on my girls. Give me some good news, ladies. What's going on?
What's going on?
Life is life.
Selling all the houses in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, what's new?
Same news, just a different day. Y'all got any shout outs?
I want to shout out. I started using a new lender. Y'all, she can do a finance and appraisal contingency in 10 days, okay? I love her.
I know that's right. Wait,
Her name's
in 10
Julie.
days or she do the contingencies?
Contingencies in 10 days. Shout out to her. Hey, Julie.
Hey, Julie.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Julie, girl.
That's a good shout out.
I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's just dive right in.
Yeah.
Nobody else have one?
No. Shout out to
Shout
my
out to my
appraiser.
team.
Oh, look at this. Now we got shout out.
So much
Shout
to
out
say.
to my team, the AE team.
Period.
I love y'all.
Yeah.
I love y'all.
Us against the world. It's
Love
like,
you
nah. But shout out to my appraisal because y'all know I've been stressing about my appraisal.
Yes.
Nothing came back at value. So
Oh,
good.
Cheers to
Oh,
that.
yes. Okay. Oh, never mind. All right. Anyway, but no. So on the last episode, we kind of talked about how we were, always getting asked, how's Atlanta for real estate from a buyer's perspective. So we also want to do, basically a 3-part series. We talked about it from a buyer and investor standpoint. We're going to talk about it from a realtor standpoint today, and then later y'all are going to hear about the selling side of it. But again, we get a lot of support from realtors, so of course we always going to do something special for you guys.
We always
love
love show
you
y'all
guys.
some love
Show y'all
because y'all
some
be giving
love.
us the love.
Right.
Yeah, y'all be gassing us stuff, and I love it. I'm here for it. But really just talking about, why Atlanta is a good place to be a realtor in. So let's just jump right in.
Period.
First and foremost, we all started our careers here in Atlanta. I'm dually licensed, but the bread and butter is here in Atlanta. And one of the main reasons I wanted to do it here versus Chicago is just because Atlanta is lit.
Yeah.
Period.
Atlanta is just literally lit. And I feel like no matter what it is you're trying to do in real estate, there's room for it. I know a lot of people always ask, like, what are our niche markets? And I feel like no matter what it is you're doing, there's a market for it. So
For
I'm
sure.
going to piggyback off that. What are you guys' like niche markets?
I'll say for me, so I grew up in South Fulton. I know South Fulton like the back of my hand. A lot of my niche comes from there just because that's what I'm so familiar with. But I went to school downtown. I've lived downtown for years. So the city, like downtown, midtown, is also kind of like my bread and butter. But although I service, all of Metro Atlanta, most of Fulton County is like what I know the best.
Yeah.
Area wise, I have houses everywhere across
Mm-hmm.
the city. I'm not from here, but you would think I'm from here because now I know what you're talking about.
Right.
My niche though is new construction for sure, and relocation clients because of
New
course I'm
construction
not from
queen.
here. So my people from South Carolina, New York, they're a big clientele for me. But new construction clients, I don't know what it is. My clients do not like resales, and I'm not mad at it. 'Cause I'm a new construction
love
queen.
it.
I got it for you.
Yes.
Stressed
I be like, Taisha, any new construction?
Right.
And I'm
Where's
like,
the
this one right here.
community?
Here's the link. Go, go, go.
I love it. I love
Here's the
it.
agent number.
And
Already
that's
know.
great. A lot of people right now, like new constructions are hot. So that's really good.
I'm not mad at it.
For me, a little bit, I love everyone. So my niche is really like relocation, investors. I do attract a lot of investors, but also culture-wise, because I'm Haitian, like my Haitian people, my culture, they really do get attracted to me. So I do service, like I
Get
said, my
attracted to
Caribbean
you.
people. Yes, like
It's that
my
that name
Jamaicans, my
energy.
Trinidadians,
It's the
my
accent.
Haitians.
Shout out
Welcome
to them.
home.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
Okay, it's getting crazy in the studio today. No, just to kind of piggyback off of that, I'm relocation as well. Like a lot of my clients are not like ATL raised. They moved here whether it's for a job, just to like kind of restart their lives. Being from Chicago, that's another thing. I went to school in Missouri, met a lot of people who live in the South. I am from Chicago. I go out of town every day. So I met people from all over who just want to come here and naturally gravitate towards the relocation market. But I think to that point, that's what makes it being a realtor here so good, because no matter what it is you're interested in, there's a market for that, like construction and things like that. But I would say another really, really good thing about being a realtor here in Atlanta, I really want to talk about like the culture of real estate.
That's
Oh
good.
my God.
Like being a realtor
I love
here.
it. I feel like it's just not just real estate. I feel like it's just Atlanta as a whole. Black excellence and everybody's just supporting everybody genuinely from what I can see. I feel like the support is just there. Like there's this market is very, 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 very saturated. Like there's a lot of real estate agents, but then again, there's a lot of buyers. There's a lot of sellers. There's like millions of people here. So like there's somebody for everybody. And I love how like whenever there is something, or whether there's an event, or you have, you know, how Black real estate agents, we're breaking into the market. We're breaking into that luxury market. And if you have somebody that got their first $1 million listing, everybody's showing up and showing out for them and supporting them and trying to find the buyers to sell the house to. So
absolutely,
I love that for us.
You everybody grinding.
Everybody's grinding.
Grind mode every day. I was gonna say,
if you walk outside, you're not motivated, then I don't know what you're doing.
Ooh, go back in. You need to go back inside.
Go back in, take a nap, come back out.
Just try again tomorrow, right? And I think that's what makes us so refreshing to people who like gravitate towards our platform, is that we're for, you know, pretty young Black women, millennials, if you will. And I think it's safe to say most of our clients.
I thought y'all was in Gen Z.
We're millennials.
No, okay, so yeah, y'all are, you know,
everybody want to be a millennial.
What is it? Millennials, we're Gen Z, but I feel like most of our clientele are also young and they have the same mindset as us, you know, and that's kind of what I feel like Atlanta just encompasses. Yeah, it's a ton of young people just on their on their stuff,
young hustlers.
You know, so I feel like that's kind of what also makes people gravitate towards wanting to work with us.
Yeah, and I have a couple of friends who do real estate in other states, and sometimes when we like post events or like just they see like how many people are commenting like congrats, closing, and it's all these realtors. They like
literally we post closing. You go through the comments, it's definitely just all the real estate agents.
Congratulations! Because they know it. They know the struggle. They know the hustle. And I feel like it shows so much love. Like, you know, it's never like hard competition. Like this person competing with the other person, because like as you can see, we are four realtors. We have all of our business. We have all of our clients. You know, you have your type of clients. And that's just how it is. Like I love it here. It's really no pressure.
It's no crab in a barrel. Like
mindset.
Exactly. Like I feel like a lot of times, especially being from Chicago, I see so many people feeling like it's only one person that can be good in this space.
How am I going to beat you?
How am I going to beat you out? Because we can't both be great. And I think that's not really what it's not giving that here. Like, it's literally giving like, oh, you're going to be great at this in real estate. I'm going to be great at this in real estate. Like you said, we're all four realtors. We sit here at this table a lot. Right. We record a lot. And none of our businesses ever like cross paths or intertwine with each other. You have your clients. I have my clients. They have their clients. Like, and we're all doing well and flourishing.
And what we realize, one win for one of us is a win for
everybody.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah, because even with real estate, even outside of Atlanta, when you think about real estate, I feel like it's a white dominated or a male dominated industry, right? So when you think about coming to Atlanta, when you have a lot of Black agents and then you have
Black and brown.
Black and brown, gotta be inclusive. But also women, you know, so like I said, a win for one of us that represents all of us in a good way.
Yeah, no shade to the fellas, but when it comes to real estate in Atlanta, when it comes to our community, the women,
they showing up.
Yeah, showing out.
And I love that. I will say this. I think I get a lot of y'all do, especially with the show, just with people who are aspiring realtors and who want to come here. What are some tips? Like, what is something, not necessarily to be a good realtor, but to like thrive here in Atlanta? Like, what is that? What would y'all say to that?
Easy network.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
came to Atlanta not knowing a soul. I got my real estate license. I didn't know nobody here. Like I said, I moved here. It was COVID. I didn't meet no friends other than like my line sisters that were here, of course. But I didn't have nobody. So like me just putting myself out there, whether it's on social media, comment on people's pictures, like if it's a broker's open, attending them, just putting myself in rooms that I need to be in has like, now with like one of the best brokerages, I got some of the best people surrounded by me, and we selling all the houses in Atlanta.
Right.
So network, get yourself in the room, and it'll come to you for sure.
That's good. Yeah. My biggest thing is being authentic and just being yourself. Like you said, the industry is saturated. There's a million agents, so you have to think about what makes you different from other people, or what would make potential clients want to work with you, and that's just solely just being yourself. You know, what you bring, we all bring different things to the table, so that's my biggest thing, is just being yourself. That's important.
And for me is like, I always looked at Atlanta as being like a creative space. I feel like a lot of people, we have a lot of creatives here, people that are into photography, fashion, you know, models and stylists and everything. So I feel like you can kind of incorporate that into your business as being a realtor, because we're still in that luxurious space. And I feel like as a realtor now coming into this market, and that's just from me to you, is just like really find that creative space where you can wow people with your visuals, with your service, with your brand.
That's
like what
into.
new. Like we always want something new. Just think about it. We always looking forward to like what's new, like what's popping, like what's gonna get, you know, like the most attention. And that's really how to capture, you know, the vibes, like to capture the people with what you have to bring in. And once you capture our attention, get the work done.
But also keep in mind, because not even everyone is big on the visuals and the aesthetic. So even if that's not your thing, like I said, with just being yourself, not everyone's thing is social media or whatever. So if that's not your thing, you have to kind of figure out, well, what else can you do to get leads? You know, a lot of people are good at maybe doing postcards or I don't know.
Y'all know I hate social media. Social media is just a drag.
So like you said, figure out what you're good at and how you can capitalize on that for your business. That's really good.
I would say, especially like specific to Atlanta, the best advice I'm going to give you guys is learn Atlanta and love Atlanta.
You have
If
to.
you're going to come here and like try to really set up your real estate business, you got to know this city and the outskirts and the counties and all of that stuff, because it's like you have to really become one with the space. I know that sounds crazy, but I felt like early on in my career, again, coming from Chicago, I didn't really know Atlanta. I know Buckhead and I know Midtown, not really learning about all these different things that go on, because you would be so surprised like what happens outside of the city. And people want to know those things. I feel like you lose a lot of your client base when you don't educate yourself about what is going on. Like when I moved here in Gwinnett County, I would have been like,
Not Gwinnett.
And that's funny because I've always come from like outside. I wasn't really much of a city girl when I came here for Atlanta.
I'm
a city girl.
Shout out to JT.
I can't relate.
But I always been on the outskirts. So for me, Gwinnett has always been like a big county, like in my eyes, like
Gwinnett
that has
is
the
not
most
Atlanta.
beautiful houses, and you know, like that had like that family oriented and a lot of culture. So for me, it's like those houses like Henry County, McDonald, these things were like really big. But then when I really started diving into the city, and now I'm living in the city, and I'm learning really the, you know, what Atlanta is. Yeah. So now I'm better. Like it's better for me to educate my clients. Like, hey, if you really want to build a family, and that's what's important for you and your kids and school systems and things, these, you know. Like we can kind of like go that way. And if I have a relocation client, she's like, wait, I'm a city girl. I want to be in the city. I want this vibe and that vibe, but still has, you know, I don't have to worry about security. Then I know where to direct them to.
Yeah,
so I think that's what
good.
River really, really means. Like just know your locations, know your zip codes.
And even you got to even go beyond that. Take the next step. Like for instance, I went under contract on a condo in Reynoldstown, and I'm like, yeah, Reynoldstown is cool, but I was like, let me give her like the history of it. You know, if you can kind of do your homework and like find out what it was like before, what has made that certain part of the city what it is now, that's, people like hearing about stuff like that. So you have to be educated. You have to know.
Yeah, and I think to that point, you know, we obviously speak about our successes, but one thing I love about us is we're always transparent. This is not called Real Talk Atlanta for no reason.
Because we keep it real.
We keep it real. But I do want to talk about this because I do think Atlanta is a great place to start your real estate career, especially if you're young and you're motivated, because there's so much room to grow. But I do want to kind of just talk about some of the struggles we faced starting here. Like Atlanta was popping before we came. I know that's hard to believe, y'all, but it was popping before we came. So trying to come here and figure out how to fit in, like what are some of the things y'all struggle with trying to make a name for yourself here in Atlanta?
I think sometimes I do fall into like just being on social media and kind of seeing what everybody else is doing. Like, oh, okay, do I need to be doing that to be successful? Do I need to be doing that to build my brand? Sometimes you can like forget, like, okay, just because this person is doing that doesn't mean you have to do that. You have to get off social media like, okay, like let me just go ahead and focus on my thing. Like what do I want to do? I know this person is doing that to get to that point, but like you can't base someone else's success off on yours. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's so
you
true.
know, you just can't
They
base,
might be in level 10 and you in level 2 or
and you just have to remember that like it's different. You'll get there,
Yeah, for
100%. But you know, social media can be a drag again, like I said. So it's easy. I feel like it's easy to get caught in that web for me anyway. So I definitely have to take a step back sometimes from kind of seeing what everybody else is doing and focus on me, my business, what I want, where I see myself being.
That's good. I think I struggled with the same thing, so I could relate to that. My biggest thing was maybe with me coming from a background in healthcare, like making that transition and that switch. Because I'm going to be honest, when I was in college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I worked in healthcare. I used to bartend. Like, I was doing a little bit, dabbling into everything. So once I like really prayed on it and figured out what was going to fulfill me as far as my career, it was trying to be serious and actually so other people can take me serious in the real estate industry. That was my biggest thing, was making that transition and staying consistent.
I think transition definitely was like, especially here, I think being a real estate agent here, I think it does just require a certain level of like social. It does require, like you said, networking.
Grind.
Y'all know, I love a good time. However, I think
we know.
from a professional from a professional standpoint, like all the jobs I've had previously didn't really require me to be like in the forefront or like client facing at all, right? I did program management. I'm like the girl like putting everything together and then, you know, seeing it happen. I'm not really used to like client facing or like dealing with stuff. And I think here, because the people who are out here selling real estate, they're getting in front of their clients. They're talking, they're doing these things, they're meeting people, they're networking, and that's never really been my jam. I think maybe if I was selling homes in like Oklahoma, like my way of doing things.
Oklahoma.
I just envision Oklahoma being a little bit more like chill vibes. But I think in Atlanta, it kind of forced me to get out of my comfort zone professionally. And that was something I struggled with a lot of the times. You know, I'm just used to like, I want to go home.
I can relate to that so much because I'm so shy. Like, maybe not around y'all.
Crazy that she's shy.
I swear,
She's
yeah.
not
Like,
shy.
She's reserved.
But this lady says the craziest thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe not around y'all, but like putting, because you in real estate, you have to put yourself out there and bet on yourself. And with me just being so introverted, sometimes like I really struggled with that. But it's something you got to step out of your comfort zone. You know.
For sure.
I did an Instagram live last week, y'all. I wish y'all.
It was so
I
good.
was
It was so
sweating.
good.
I was sweating.
I couldn't
Literally at
tell.
one point, I was like kicking my socks off because I'm like, I'm literally panicking right now. And I'm talking. At one point, I'm talking, and in my head, I'm also like, what's happening? What are you talking about? And I ended up having a great time. Like, it was really good. I got a lot of good feedback on it, but like, I'm just not used to that. Like, I'm used to like, you know, the organic relationships that we build and we make. But like sometimes in real estate, you gotta, like you said, put yourself out there, betting yourself. It'd be a little forced in the beginning. And that's scary. Like, you know, my biggest fear is somebody being like,
What you talking
What?
about?
she can't. Like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's really not that bad. And for me, like Atlanta, coming from another cultural background, the way I looked at it, I really did not. Coming into the industry, I really did not look at any other realtors. So for me, it was just like focusing. I feel like when you first start in this business, you gotta kind of protect your energy, protect your peace, protect your knowledge and what you want to do, your plans.
That's good.
Yes, like really.
What? Y'all ever heard that saying? Watch who you get in bed with.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, is that what you said?
Okay, never mind.
But no,
that's
it
good.
really means like really protect your stuff. You can look at stuff and be inspired, but don't really plan around that.
Yeah.
And then from there, you know, scale your business. Don't really think about others, which I did because I knew like I've always been a hustler. So
Period, Pooh.
yeah, like there's just that on that. You have to have that spirit in you and just like keep going. Don't worry about. And the thing is, Atlanta gave me a place where I could be whoever I wanted to be.
Yes.
Oh my God,
When
yes.
it comes to like, because I was coming from Boston, and it's very limited in other places sometimes where they put you in this box and you have to stay there. But whenever I came to Atlanta, I just like, dang, like I really could be like anything, yes, and just go for it.
That's
for
good.
it.
Yeah.
So
And it's so funny because like even my parents, like my parents are very traditional. They
Yeah.
feel like you need to be a doctor, or that's why I got into
lawyer.
healthcare because
Yeah.
like that's what my parents like pushed me to do. But
Mom would have been so disappointed in me.
you know, like
but you have so many proof. You can say, hey, this person is this, this person is that.
you gotta prove that.
Yeah, in Atlanta.
And you can do
that's
that
why-
here for sure. That I say the opportunities are limitless for sure. Just I mean, it's your canvas. You know, you just gotta paint it. That's how I see
Oh,
it.
I like that.
Actually, you're so prolific.
I do that now. That'll be my caption.
Prophetic. You know,
I might get a little tattoo. No, anyway, I do want to just hone in on one other thing that you already kind of talked about, but I really want to emphasize this. I feel like coming here again, this is a big city. It is dominating a lot of other industries, a lot of other markets. You know, this is the Black Hollywood. Like everybody is somebody here in Atlanta, and I think anytime you put yourself in a position where you're so focused on everybody else that you're not focusing on yourself, you kind of lose your grind. You lose your focus. You are literally doing yourself a disservice by comparing what you have going on to the next person. So I think in Atlanta, one thing we gotta emphasize is like, do you, boo?
Do you?
Got to.
Do you?
And only you.
And only you.
And another thing, don't forget, because it's about the value too now.
Oh yeah.
Let's don't get it twisted. Now, in Atlanta, if you want to be a real estate agent and you grind, you get yourself out here, there is good money to be made.
Oh, for sure.
When I compare like what I was making what I made for my W-2 from real estate, I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, like
Make it make
totally
sense.
different.
Whoa. I need this real estate just consistent as this W-2.
Yeah.
Because the money is there.
The money
It's there.
especially here, the money is there. Because think about this. I know we talked about this. I think it was on the last episode. When you move to a place like New York and the average price is like over $900,000, it is difficult to find somebody just willy-nilly walking down the street who it can be pre-approved for close to $1 million. You can come here and really like work with these folks, first-time home buyers, work with people who are in more reasonable price points because it's much more prominent. So even though we don't have like,
good point,
well, I'm gonna say we don't, but you're more likely, especially starting in this game, to like work with people who have a more feasible budget. Why would you not come to a place where it's like the inventory is there in that price point, the people are there in this price point? It's just everything kind of aligns and makes sense versus somewhere where it's like you're child.
And if you want to go there, go ahead, because we can handle this.
Right. No, we got
it covered. But if you want to come, then come. But if not,
right. We are not here to drag you in. Right. But we are definitely here to motivate you and push you forward.
Full.
Right.
Look, Atlanta is close.
We're full. But I will say, like, even like now is such a great time to be an agent here because Atlanta is growing so much, and all that we talked about this the last episode, but all the developments that are coming here, like there's so many great opportunities for us as agents as far as, and no matter what niche you want to get into. I know some agents who are licensed, but they don't want to sell. They may just want to do fix and flips or investment properties or commercial, like whatever it is. You can do that here. There's definitely an avenue for everyone.
Right there.
Yeah, especially with those new constructions, because a lot of people are like, okay, I want to sell, but like I don't really want to be out here like getting into it with y'all over these houses. They sit on these properties working for new constructions, and they still make their commissions and things like that. So I also don't want people to think that coming here and like being a buyer's agent or being a listing agent is like the only space within real estate you can come down here and do, sitting at all these new construction properties, like you said, fix and flips,
even apartments. I know of a lot of apartment
there are realtors that only sell condos.
There are even like apartment locators. I know they're sometimes licensed too, and they just want to work on that. So many options.
It's so many options. It's so many opportunities. And honestly, if you want to come, we would love to have you. However, if you don't,
that's cool too. We'll shoot you a little referral fee though.
I love that. We will give you a referral fee if you are a licensed agent. Honestly, if you want to do real estate, Atlanta's a really good place, I think, to start. You can always get your license at other places, but I think this is a really, really good place to like. I couldn't imagine I'm starting.
Even if you want to do dual. To be licensed in another state.
It's hard.
It's
hard.
Yeah.
It really is hard. But I think for a starting point, I think this is just a really good place, especially for young professionals. So, like I said, visit us, come on down. If not, we'll give you a referral fee.
Right, for sure.
Yes.
So, and on that note, I think that is a really good place to stop and segue into my favorite part of the show. Our question of the day was who?
Ashley Lorraine.
Our realtor Bay.
So,
Do a song, y'all.
yes, we have got to come up with some type of song. We'll do that next week, maybe. So for the question of the day segment, this is basically where you guys can submit questions via Instagram DM or our email at realtalkatlanta on Instagram or realtalkatl@gmail.com. And you can ask us anything personal, real estate related.
But
we would
always
love.
Keep it
cute, okay? We gotta put that like big on the screen, you know?
We need some like little cues or something. We need to talk to Anna about the cues.
Right. And also I want to tell you guys, like mid-episode, be sure to follow us on all of our platforms, subscribe.
Give yourselves a little drop real quick.
Yes. So, y'all ready for today's question?
What is it?
It's nothing bad. Why you say it like that? So today, I want to ask you guys, what have you guys been watching on TV? Like, what's been taking up most of your time when you're not selling homes?
Okay, I'm not gonna say most of my time because it's like in season is just starting. But Issa Rae has a new show called Rap.
Rap what?
And y'all, I love it. Like, it's truly like a vibe. Everybody also know I love the City Girls. I'm pretty sure they're like EP on that show or something like that because it really looks like two girls. It kind of just remind me of like their story. Y'all know I'm JT, like the Sedge energy, the attitude.
You're definitely her.
But the show is funny. I feel like it kind of reminds me of like that old school Issa, that Insecure. Like
It's my favorite show.
I love it. So watch
What
that.
is it? What is it on?
It's on
HBO. Now.
Watch that next.
Oh, y'all gotta come over so you can watch it.
Come over.
Yeah.
I watched the first
it.
2 episodes. I did watch the first 2 episodes, and it was good, but like I fell asleep.
How many episodes is it? Just 2?
I think right now it's 5 or 6.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna come over.
I'm sorry, I love Issa. And
I'm gonna come
nothing
over
can
when you
top
get your new couch.
Okay, that'll be next month.
September. I love Issa. I feel like nothing can top Insecure, but I'm willing to support everything she does, so I'm gonna watch that. I just finished it yesterday. Love Island, UK.
Oh my God! Look at her smiling from ears to ears.
She's so crazy. I never watch dating shows, but Love Island is good.
I like the little dating
That's
shows.
on Netflix.
It's on Hulu. I only watched season 5. I think that was like one of the most popular ones. Okay. Y'all gotta watch it.
What did you learn from it?
Oh, I learned. I don't want to like hurt nobody's feelings as far as the men who watch this, so I'm not gonna say what I want to say.
Not her.
Yeah.
Not hurt.
We gonna stop right.
Subscribe for the additional content on Ashley and her Love Island journey.
Love Island is good, but it's like 50 episodes.
Oh.
It's a lot, yeah.
Love Island got 50 episodes?
It's like 50 episodes
each
a season? Yes.
Each season?
There's a new episode every single day. Yeah, every single day.
Sick.
I'm telling you, a new episode every day, and it's live, so you like vote on the couples. It's a cool concept. That's why I like it. The U.S. don't have nothing like that.
Taisha will not be watching Love Island, but
50 episodes in one season.
We know what
Taisha
Taisha
be watching me, because what I do, I don't really watch TV. But the TV's on, and I would literally have it on mute, y'all, and I'm looking at the screen. Like,
mute is crazy.
I just have it on, but like, cause I'm in there, but, I'm just listening to it, but. You know what I watch? What do I watch?
The Office.
All I watch is The Office, y'all, and I just restarted it yesterday. Listen, I'm watching the Superfans now. I mean, I've watched that multiple times, so they have like Superfan episodes, but it's just like I'm still
she's
laughing.
a Superfan.
Every time I watch it, I feel like I see something.
What? How many times have you watched this show? I need to know.
No,
this is me
it's getting crazy.
That's all that I watch.
No, that's me and Grey's Anatomy.
When it's done, I start it back over.
I
You're
run it back.
sick. Did you watch the
Grey's
other
Anatomy 4
show?
times fully through.
I don't like suspense. I don't really like. See, I know what's gonna happen, and I like that. Let me just know what's gonna happen.
You have
so
control issues that we might need to deal with that.
I do. But
Nico, what are you watching? Because I cannot deal with this lady. She needs help.
The Office.
I'm kind of in the same boat with Taisha. I watch Power over and over and over.
They say this is a big
I
rich
swear
town.
I am USA Angela Baptist.
Who? Not Angela.
I'm Angela.
Cut the cameras.
Who is that? I don't watch Power either.
Oh my God.
No, I told you I do not.
I am
whole
about to
Taisha
scream
away.
in this studio
Whoa.
now.
I'm about
Power.
to flip the table.
I love Power.
Sorry,
This is how I distract
you
myself.
messy. She like messy.
Angela is
messy.
crazy.
Angela, she was good.
Which one is
man.
she? How she look? I be seeing like people post it. Oh, the mistress.
Not the mistress. She's
On
the
that
lover.
note, not the lover.
Not the wife, but the other lady.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen that.
So yeah, I watch Power. That's my thing. I watch all the little, other shows.
I like the one with Tariq.
Raising Kent. I watch Tommy.
I like the one with
everything.
Tariq. That's my favorite one.
Is that Raising Kanan?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
we are
it.
actually going to
You get the picture.
have a therapy session for these ladies, so they're sick. I do want to say thank you guys because y'all continuously support us. I love that we got a chance to talk about the Realtors on this episode because y'all really, really show us love, and we love that for us. And we love that for you.
Right.
But yes, continue to watch, comment, like, subscribe, send to your mama, your auntie, everybody who needs to be watching. And real quick, yes, I want everybody to drop their handles. my personal handles. I'm River the Realtor on everything. Instagram, I have a Twitter, but I never tweet it. But if you message me on there, I will respond. My email, rivertherealtor@gmail.com, River the Realtor on everything.
Okay, shout out to River the Realtor. Mine is Ashley Larae, so it's Ashley 2 underscores and then LARAE. That's pretty much on everything, but please don't follow me on Twitter because that's like my little personal getaway.
Oh, they coming.
No, but yeah, Instagram, TikTok, and even my email is info@ashleylarae.co. People always put .com. It's not .com. It's .co.
I love that .co.
Right.
My handle is @thereal_Taisha Renee on Instagram. I think on Twitter, on Facebook. Find me on Facebook, y'all. I be on Facebook. Taisha Bray Boy.
Oh my God,
that's my. I love Facebook and Twitter too. I think I'm like T Bray Boy or something. I don't tweet though, but I'm always on Twitter.
I love Twitter.
Looking. And email me at Taisha@TaishaRenee.com. And we'll have all this in the show notes, by the way.
Yes.
Right, we will. And my handle is Nika W NEIKA W.realestate on everything on Instagram and TikTok. And my email is Nika NEIKA EDW@gmail.com. Please contact me for all your real estate needs.
I need to make all my stuff consistent. I'm going to change my handles
you
today.
Definitely need to.
Well,
at the real Taisha
handles,
Renee.
Y'all will get them all.
Yeah.
Yes.
For tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you guys on every episode after this of Real Talk Atlanta.
Thank you.
See you
See you soon.
Bye.